Warning, the video contains seizures. Transformers Devastation is one of the games of all time, and my favorite game that will never get a sequel despite being set up for one because the licensing rights were taken away. That's okay though, I've also played Sea of Thieves. In this hack and slash action adventure brought to you by Potassium Games, developers of Alloy Cog Ascending and Blade I Can't See Anymore, re-role plays Optimus Cringelord Prime in his quest to stop Chadbot and Megatron from turning the Earth base and consequently drowning humanity in the sauce. Set in an expansive setting the size of one entire tri-state area and utilizing cool new game mechanics I've never seen before. It's up to us to fight a never-ending series of robotic dipshits including the same enemy 4,000 times over, cheat our way through the game by converting it into a CSGO simulator, enrage as bosses use their gender fluidity to parry gunfire. So if the idea of transgender Gundams fighting over the forces of cringe in base with zero regard for how this will affect the economy interests you, then I invite you to join me in this short video editing tutorial as we roll out straight into this. We begin our journey in the fictional land of New York City, owned and operated by Sony for the express purpose of appearing in every PlayStation 2 game ever made. Drunk driving has just been made legal by Mayor Ruben Jumanji when suddenly your mom gets back from the Bean restaurant, turning the city into Chernobyl Ground Zero as a result. God, I wish that was me. You ain't from Michigan if you never done this before. There's no need to worry though, as China has just sent in their latest Boston Dynamics invention to act as cleanup. The design is very human, safe to use.
The sauce has been detected.
The sauce? But without a quirked up white boy, we could get lost in the sauce.
Then stand back, Starscream, and watch me bust it down, sexual style.
Oh, one of these days, Megatron.
On God, this is bad for real, for real. Autobots, I am alright. We will rendezvous later.
Gee, what an informative cutscene, everything makes perfect sense now. Having been separated from the rest of the cringe bots, it's up to our protagonist, the one formerly known as Pax, to figure out why everyone speaks like they're Tyler from high school. After causing some necessary collateral damage to aid in mission success and discovering that the Decepticons are using hurricane force winds to blow everyone, Optimus finds himself ambushed by the Tutorialcons, upon which we encounter our first boss fight. It is in this small skirmish designed to teach 4-year-olds the basics of dodging dad's belt that I acquire my first death. It's okay though. I happen to be playing on poopy fart mode at the moment and I'm using shaving cream as a controller. As a matter of fact, I'm not even playing, it's my little brother. The lights are out, I'm blind in one ear and deaf in my left eye. That's a Donkey Kong reference for my cultured viewers. Speaking of being blind, the only game mechanic you need to know is that when you successfully dodge, time slows down and your screen gets deep fried in blue, allowing you to unload yourself onto your enemies for the lengthy time of 1 second. It's the developer's way of reminding us that titanium wheel levitating was another cult classic of theirs that will also never get a sequel. But that's enough about the copy-pasticons for now. Besides, I'm going to get very familiar with them over the course of the next 20 hours. Wait, what is that noise? It sounds like copyright infringement. In this battle against Metal Gear Green, we fight against the result of the Decepticons' first successful sex change operation. Because although I may refer to Devastator as a he, him, his attacks pack the force of a they, them. The 7 deaths I acquired fighting him can attest to that. As a matter of fact, I died more times than I'd like to admit, so let's start a counter. As for my less progressive friends in the audience who may not be as up to date on trans rights as I am, all you need to know is that Devastator is not a natural born gender. He's a result of 6 individual Decepticons cosplaying Voltron after watching Power Rangers Dino Thunder one too many times. But since I don't feel like counting following that many deaths, we're going to be skipping over their individual boss fights. All you need to know is that I did very well against the Constructicons when they were fighting me in a series of 2v1s with competitive Halo settings, BR starts, no minimap allowed. So fighting all 6 of them at once as they're piloting their Pacific Rim cosplay should prove to be a very simple task, especially editing-wise. As for Devastator's moveset, his gargantuan size may imply to you that this is a slow fight, but you are wrong. Devastator not only has the ability to move considerably faster than regular enemies, but he can successfully grab you with no animation as many times as he likes, and his jump height is limited only by render distance. Don't worry though, to make things easier for the player, Devastator also obtained his concealed carry license, which allows him to keister a comically large gun so that you may have only a bullet full. If it sounds like I'm complaining, it's because I am. Not because this is a bad boss fight, but because the 7 deaths he caused me only happened because I was trying to capture footage for the video and I apparently forgot how to dodge momentarily. I'm good at video games, I promise. Still, my amazing gaming skills aside, this boss fight is one of the best, and an amazing way to introduce the player into the wonderful world of throwing your controller at the computer screen. At least if you die during Phase 2, the game respawns you at the exact moment Phase 2 begins, in which Devastator forgoes the way of the hand, truly committing to his position in the Peter Dinklage fandom and reminding me that the entire purpose of this game is that Optimus needs to beat off a miner.
From beneath the earth, Autobots. As you can see, I am in control of the most devious slick ever undertaken. It cannot be the sauce. Precisely, and with me goated with the sauce, instead of just making one city based, I am going to transform the entire planet in mere days. You plan to turn the earth based? Let me correct you, Cringe Lord. I don't plan to do anything. I am already based. But the Earthlings are cringe. With that much drip, the Earthlings will surely become lost in the sauce. That's it. Megatron, I'm coming.